Before beginning this chapter, I would like to remind you that you studied how we get our food in Standard VI. Yes, from plants and other animals. Now some plants grow by themselves, and there are many which are grown by humans in a very controlled manner. We call it agriculture, and that is what we will learn in this chapter in a very step-by-step manner. Crop production and management is the first chapter in the NCERT book of science for Standard VIII. In this chapter, we will learn how crops are produced, taken care of, then harvested and stored for consumption. This chapter describes various steps in crop production and management. These are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, and storage. All these steps have been described in the chapter, and we will learn about each one of them very easily. This is a crop field. I hope it reminds you of a famous movie scene from Bollywood. Tell me in the comments which movie you think I'm talking about. And these are few implements that are used in crop production. These four are also mentioned in the beginning of our chapter in the book. I know you recognize all of them: khurpi, shovel, sickle and plow. But don't worry if you don't recognize any of these. We will learn about them in some minutes. Okay, so before jumping straight away to the steps of crop production, wouldn't it be nice if we tried to answer one question? Why do we have to do agriculture in the first place? Why can't we just eat the fruits and vegetables and live happily? Oh, that's two questions, but they have one answer. We humans are a huge population, approximately 7 billion and counting. And all of us need to eat food to live. That is why we need regular production of food, its proper management, and its distribution. In the red and green boxes, you can read the different ways in which plants and animals get food. I hope you're understanding the topics. You can pause the video and take your time to read the contents on the screen and then proceed when you have understood completely. I would also suggest you to ask your doubts or any questions in the comments section or by the contact links given in the description box. We should also know what is a crop. When plants of the same kind are cultivated at one place on a large scale, it is called a crop. Example, crop of wheat, crop of rice, crop of vegetables, fruits, etc. Crops are of different types on the basis of the season in which they are grown. Kharif crops and Rabi crops. Kharif crops are sown in the rainy season in the months of June to September because they require huge amounts of water to grow. Rabi crops, on the other hand, are grown in the winter season between the months of October and March. Vegetables and pulses are also grown at many places during summer season. This you should remember, that paddy, maize and groundnut are Kharif crops and wheat, gram, pea, mustard etc. are Rabi crops. Okay, do you know how all this started? As early men, we were nomadic people, moving from one place to another and hunting and gathering anything that we could eat. That is why early men, before they started doing agriculture, were called hunters and gatherers. Then gradually, over many years, they realized that there were few plants like rice and wheat which could be grown and stored for a longer time and be used in times of scarcity. And that idea led to the cultivation of these plants. Now, as time passed, this process of cultivation became more refined and step-by-step controlled with different types of tools and implements. And now, in the modern world, we even use machines like tractors or seed drills or harvesters, and that, my friends, is modern agriculture. Okay, when you look for the meaning of agriculture on Google, it is defined as the practice of growing crops or raising animals. Yes, animals also. It is made up of two Latin words, ager and cultura. Ager means field and cultura is Latin for cultivation, so growing on the field. These activities are done on a field or a farm, so the person doing it is called a farmer. So till now we understood why we need to do agriculture. Yes, because we are a big population and we need a regular supply of food. We also learned the definition of a crop and the two types, Rabi grown in winter season and Kharif grown in summer and rainy season. We understood how agriculture started and its actual definition and origin of the word, its etymology. Now we are prepared to jump into the steps in which agricultural practices are done. There are 7 steps involved in agriculture, as we saw earlier also. These 7 steps are preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, and storage. In this video, we will learn about the first step, that is preparation of soil. Then in the next video, we will learn about steps 2, 3, 4 and 5. They are sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation and protecting from weeds. After these, in the last part video for this chapter, we will learn about step 6, that is harvesting, and 7, storage. The reason why I have divided these steps in 3 videos is that step 1 is a preparatory step, that is before the crop is planted in the field. Steps 2, 3, 4 and 5 are management steps in which the crop is sowed, let to grow and taken care of. Steps 6 and 7 are the post-cultivation steps, that is after the crops have grown. At the end of the last video, we will also discuss in brief what is animal husbandry. So let's read about the first step in crop production, that is preparation of soil. This is the first step. Soil is prepared by tilling or ploughing. Tilling or ploughing turns the soil and loosens it. Soil is turned to bring the nutrient-rich soil to the top so that plants can use them. Soil is turned and loosened also for roots of the plant to go deep and easily absorb minerals, nutrients, water and air present in the soil. This is done by using a plough or a hoe or a cultivator. These are plough, hoe and cultivators. The plough is the oldest and the most simple implement for tilling, adding fertilizers, removing weeds and turning the soil. It is made up of wood, which consists of the plough shaft and the beam part of the instrument, and iron, which is the ploughshare part of the implement. A hoe is also a simple tool used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil. Weeds are unwanted plants. It is made up of wood or iron and has a bent plate of iron which acts like a blade fixed at one end. A cultivator is a modern tool and it is a tractor-driven ploughing tool with multiple ploughshares, as you can see in this photo. It saves labor and time. So these are the tools and implements used for preparation of the soil. We also understood why the soil is tilled and ploughed. Yes, to bring up the nutrients and to help roots of the plant go deep into the soil. So this brings us to the end of the first part video of this chapter. Please watch part 2 and part 3 video of this chapter to have a complete understanding of the entire topic. See you in the next video. Till then, thank you for watching.